Okay, it's recording. Okay, that's a sequence. We see the commas. What's the difference here? There's pluses. We're adding it together. I want the total sum of that sequence. Okay? Sequence, series. Series is a sum. In a word. Okay? It's still arithmetic. It's the last day for arithmetic. We're going to start geometric tomorrow. Okay? And again, you have a quiz on just arithmetic sequences. Okay? So, investigation. This is the cool story I just explained. Here it is. If you didn't copy it down, you have it. Okay? Add the rows and complete to show this is 5,050. Well, I have 100 of these. Each one of these is 101. Okay? I doubled the numbers, so I just need to divide it by 2. And I end up with 5,050. Let's look at this a different way. What did he do? This was the sum of 100 terms. What did he do? He went, I took 100 terms. What is this? It's the first term plus the last term divided by 2. So in general form, I could say, well, this is the number of terms. I'm going to get the first term. You can call it T1, or I think most of us like to call it A now. Okay, either or. And the last term, but I don't know what n is, so I'm going to say that's the nth term, T to the n, divided by 2. And there's a formula to calculate the sum. Okay? Well, looky there. And that's it. Okay? That's to calculate the sum of a series. What do we need to know to calculate this sum? I need to know the number of terms. Okay? I need to know A, that's the first term. I need to know the last term, and well, 2 is just a number, divided by 2. There's another form of this, because do we know a formula for the last term? Yes, we do. Could I make a substitution here? And substitute all of this for that? Sure, I could. So I would have n, a plus t to the n is a plus d n minus 1, okay, all over 2. If I have an a and another a, how many a's do I have? 2 a's. Well, looky there. Isn't that the same thing? Yes, it is. Okay, so this is the same formula. What's the difference? Which one do you want to use? Well, it depends what you're given. If I know D, okay, then I probably want to use that guy. And if I don't know D, but maybe I know the last term in the sequence, then, you know, maybe I want to use that one. Okay? So there's 2 options here. Depends, look on your series and try to determine which one you want to use. It's the same formula, right? Okay? That's on your formula sheet. Don't have to memorize it. And guys, I don't even have this one memorized. Sure, I can figure it out pretty quickly, but I can't just, I'm not a good memorizer. Okay, I never took biology. I have to look it up. Okay, but we got a formula sheet. Not a big deal. Okay, a couple of examples. Determine the sum. This is a series of the first 14 terms. What variable is the number 14? A, t to the n, q, what is it? N, yeah. Okay, n is 14. Of this arithmetic series, okay, it's telling us it's arithmetic. Today that doesn't really matter, but on the test you need to know, is it arithmetic or geometric? Because the formula is totally different. Okay, 9, 15, 21, what do I know from this stuff? A is 9. What's D? 15 minus 9 is 6. It goes up by 6 each time. Okay? I got 3 there, so I'm pretty sure that's happened. To sum. Okay, what's my two formulas? The sum of, do they like an n there? I think they do. Sum of n terms is n. Yeah, I'm just going to write the formula though, just as it is, okay? On our formula sheet, there it is, a plus t to the n all over 2, okay? Because I want us to look, do we have everything here to determine the sum? Because if not, maybe we want to check out the other formula, okay? Do I have n? Check. Do I have an a? Check. Do I have t to the n? No I don't, okay? I can't use this formula. I got two unknowns. I don't have the last term. If I knew t to the n, well, you know, it's not there, right? These dots means it keeps going, but there is a dot there. It does terminate. Otherwise, how am I going to get the sum? Okay? So, what's my other formula? Sorry, down? Huh? And I got 2a. Why do they have square brackets? Because there's two sets of brackets. And again, do we want our d out front? Probably. Okay? If you don't, that's fine. But if you want your d out front, that's how you're going to want to write it, just like our last formula. Okay? Do I have n? Check. Do I have a? Check. Do I have d? Check. Do I still have n? Check. Okay, so that's the one we want to use. All right? So, lots of brackets, easy to make a mistake, and guys who are trying to do too much of this in your head are going to make a mistake. Or girls. Let's not be sexist. Okay? 2 times 9 plus d is 6, n minus 1. 9 minus 1. I know that's 8, but let's just write it out like that. Okay?
Isn't it 14 minus 1?
Yes? Thank you. N is 14. There he is over there. Okay.
So if the d on the end, it would be times d if you put it in.
Yeah, it is still times. Why are we doing that? Remember, okay, because if d is negative 2, how are people going to write that? They're going to go like this. And then they're not going to multiply 13 by negative 2. They're going to go 13 minus 2 is 11, right? Because they're going to forget to put brackets on the d. That's why we kind of want to put it out here. Okay? So if it's positive, yeah, it doesn't make a difference at all. But if it's negative, I've seen the mistake time and time again. Okay? So 14 times, what's 2 times 9? 18 plus 6 times 13, okay? All over 2. Can I divide that 2 into that 14? Sure. Okay. Why wait? You can do it now. So 6 times 13 is 78. And 18 is what? 96? Times 7 is what? 672? Hope so.
So what is the 2 on the bottom is gone? How come we don't divide the rest of it?
It's 14 times all of that. If there was a plus here, yeah, I know some of us are thinking back, wait a minute, remember how he was saying you have to do it in 2 different things? if it's 14 plus this, I couldn't get rid of that 2. I could put it into there, but this would be over 2 still. Okay? Because there's no plus there, it's all multiplied, I can do that.
So if you multiply 7, it's 6.
Carmen?
You just do it like all the top.
Yeah. Yeah, here. Okay. I'm not here to confuse you. If you want to do it this way, and I go 18 plus 6 times 13 is 96 times 14 divided by 2. Okay? We get the same thing. Sure, yeah. There's 5 different ways to do this question. I don't care. Just get the right answer. Okay? All right? But if some of us are taking Math 12, that's a step we should get familiar with. Okay? Because, well, that's fine. You're always allowed a calculator from now on, right? Math 10, sure, there's some questions that aren't. Actually, I shouldn't say that, because I have heard some stories of professors, first-year university, saying, hey guys, welcome to university. No calculators. At all. Ever. Okay? Because people are so reliant, even in university, we're going like 4 times 5, and a couple of them drove them nuts. And I've heard of that. Okay? I don't think it's at TRU, but I've heard it happening. Okay, next question. Sum of 22 terms. What is that number 22? And okay, T1, that's A. T22. Even if they didn't say there's 22 terms there, I hope you see that T22, that means 22 terms. My 22nd term is 45. Okay? Which formula do I want to use here? First one or the second one?
The second one. Oh, the first one.
Yeah, what's the difference? Here, I got an OD. Do I know D here? Nope. But I know the 10th term, the 22nd term is 45. I want to use the first one. Okay? So, sum, next turn, is N. This one's a little nicer, right? Negative 18 plus 45 over 2. Okay, the first term, the last term, that's just like Carl Gauss's 1 to 100, isn't it? Okay? In the brackets, what do you have? Negative 18 plus 45 is that times 22 divided by 2, or do you want to just multiply it by 11? Okay? Yeah. 2 goes into 22 11 times. Or do it the way like I did on the calculator. Okay? All right? Okay, 2 down, 2 to go. Find the sum. Series question. Look up your series formula. Sequence. Oh, does it say arithmetic? Don't assume just because this chapter, every question you're going to do is going to be arithmetic series. You make sure, because on the test, you're not going to assume anything. Is this got a common difference, or does it have a ratio that we multiply by? Yeah, what's going on here? Can we see? Okay, so first A17, what's D? Minus 5, okay. What's N? We don't know. What's T to the N? Yeah, I know the last term is 38. It's the nth term. I don't know what n is yet. Okay? So, what's my two formulas? I got sum of n is n times a plus t to the n over 2. Can I use that one? Oh, I got n. Do I have n? Oh, can't use that one. What's the other one? Ah, yes, I do. Uh-oh. What do I do? Can't do either formula. I need n. If there's only a way I could find out n. Can I find out n? Yep. And there's got to be some way to do this, guys. It's not like I'm going to give you an unfactorable question, okay? T to the n is minus 38. A is 17 plus minus 5 times n, I don't know, minus 1. Okay? Should I say why we have d in front again, or is that okay? Yeah, okay. So we don't want minus subtract 5. It's negative 5 times this, okay? So how do you want to do this question? Again, there's a couple ways to do it. What do you want to do first? Probably get rid of the 17. Okay, that's gone. Negative 38 minus 17 is 55. Negative is negative 5, n minus 1. You can distribute that negative 5, negative 5n plus 5, or what else? Just get rid of it. Yeah, divide both sides by negative 5. Okay, so 11 is n minus 1. What take away 1 is 11? 12. N is 12. All right. Now I have n. Now can I use this formula? Sure. Let's put it over here. So the sum is 12, 17, and minus 38. Okay? 17 minus 38 is minus what? 19? Well, you know, yeah. This is what probably everyone else would do. Where's my little what? If you got a good calculator, you don't have to do much thinking. Negative 126. What was I trying to solve for here? Is that the sum? Could I have a negative number for a sum? Why the heck not? Yeah. You don't have money, you owe money. That's like most people in this country, right? Sorry? Sure. 6 times minus 19, same thing. Okay? Last one. Pita Gannon starts work at a salary of $16,000 a year. Dannon will be lucky if he starts at 16 grand a year. Okay? Actually, full-time at A&W up the road is more than this, right? They get paid $11 an hour. I'm serious. That's like $20,000 a year. Full-time? Yeah. Anyway. Peter didn't pass Math 11, so he's only starting at 16. Okay, annual increases of $850. Okay, This is a little easier than our car question because it's consistent right off the bat, right? What is this 16? 8. 850 is D. That's what we go up by. Okay? Reese? Don't overthink it. What's N? Okay. Oh, but did he start January 1st or was it March the 16th? No. N's 12, okay? All right. Calculate his salary in the 12th year. Sorry? Okay. What do I want to know? I want to know the value of his salary in the 12th year. I want to know T12. T12 is A plus D N minus 1, but what's N? Okay, 12. Can I just do that right now? 12 minus 1. N is 12, right? Tn, T12. So his salary in the 12th year, could we do this the slow boat to China route? Sure you could. This is a grade 4 question, right? I'm going to have, he starts at 16,000. I have 11 increases of 850. What does he get? 25,350 mulas. Okay? That's all right. It's almost a living. I could almost support myself with that. Maybe. Depends on my habits. How much has he earned? That doesn't sound like much. How much has he earned over the 12 years? Could you do this the slow boat to China route? It would take you a while. You'd probably make a mistake. What are we asking here? Yeah, the sum. What's the name of this chapter? Series, sums. Yeah, okay. So SN, but that's S12 is, what do I have? N, let's just write the formula. A plus T to the N over 2. Do I have all those things? Do I have A? Yeah. Do I have T to the N, the last year? The 12th year? Yeah. I have N, that's 12. Okay, that's what I want to use. 12, 16, and the last year I made 25,350. Does this just look like an average? Yeah. What's the average? Times it by 12. Okay. 6 times whatever. Yeah. Peter made $250,000 working for minimum wage at A&W in 12 years. I used to be in banking. I used to do financial planning. There's an old saying, it's not what you make, it's what you keep. Okay? This guy could be rich, a lot richer than some people out there that make $150,000 a year. Why? Because he saves some of it. People make a lot of money, spend a lot of money. Okay? It's not what you make, it's what you keep. Okay? Number 1 to 4, 10 and 11.